So the difference between drawing as art and drawing as cognition is that the moment we see drawing as art, our focus will be on what the child has drawn. And the moment we shift, we see drawing as cognition, then our interest is more will be about which the child is drawing. For the child, drawing is a means to continuously revisit the world. But the moment we focus on drawing or art, then we will pull the child to focus more on the drawing as a skill. So this is actually a means for children to understand the real world. It is very clear from the thousands of drawings that we have studied, where children have been completely left free to explore the world. And even if we use the word art, we are diverting the child. For example, even if we give color, we are again diverting the child. Because the initial engagement with the real world is for the child just through lines. It's almost like outlines of the world. The form is being explored. So drawing that way reduces the distractions and focus again and again back on the world itself. So play is also similar to that. Toy is also similar to that. The moment you give a toy, then that activity will become play. But if there is no toy, the child will recreate the world, and for that he will use whatever is available. So the focus is on the real world, recreation of the real world. So these two things has to be seen also together. You see, another problem with modern people is that they see drawing as an activity, as a fragmented activity which has no connection with play at all. So if you have to understand the child, you have to understand their context, which means their experience, what they are playing and what they are drawing. All these three things should be studied together to understand the real cognitive importance of, or to understand what the child is actually, what a child would do if there is no interference from the adults. So if you actually see, the drawings, you will see that the first drawing of that bus is just one line drawing in which the child is, with minimum effort, the child has just drawn this thing. And then there is another thing with the child is that whatever they draw continuously the same thing, minor changes. So there is one stage in which they are constantly exploring the same thing over and over again. And then slowly you would see that from that, that two-dimensional drawing the child has drawn, you will see that small things are populated in that. For example, the driver would be there. Initially there won't be even the driver, it could be just the thing. But then the driver, the seats, all that would come, And slowly then you will see that more details coming in. And then you will realize that there is a recognition of the fact that three-dimensional aspect of the of the real object, for example the bus, is being attempted. So this particular drawing has the wheels in three dimension, whereas the body is still in 2 dimension. And this drawing has a 3D and 2D together, but it is still drawn in 2 dimension. The front and the side is drawn in one plane. But the child is aware that there is something to be added, but the child is yet not reached the stage in which the child can clearly show the 3-dimensionality. And the next drawing, you see, it's a very clear 3-dimensional drawing in which that bus, it's very clear, it's a 3-dimensional drawing. And then you have another drawing in which the child has even attempted a top view, where the child is showing the top, 2 sides, front and back also. So it's very clear that there is a clear research or learning that is happening when the child is doing this, But the moment we begin to correct and teach them how to draw a car, the observation completely stops, and there they will start focusing on the drawing itself. So an activity like this actually involves all the activities that would help the child to intelligently understand the world, whether it is creativity, observation, all that is taken care of actually.